Okay, we're going to talk about the writing process some more now, and I'm going to show you a way that you can practice planning before you actually start planning your next piece. So if we're thinking about the writing process, the first two thinking processes that we would engage in the cycle of the writing process is we want to plan and we want to organize. When we plan, that can be messy. That's just throwing all of your ideas down on a piece of paper or into a web, any way you want to do it, Post-its, but that's really just the gathering of ideas and putting those down in any format, the brainstorm. After you've done all that, sometimes you have a mess. You have all these ideas. Occasionally it does come out really organized right off, but usually you have all these ideas floating around, and then we move into the next phase, which is to organize our ideas. And to do that, we can use Tide. Tide helps us set up and arrange our ideas. So there are two different phases here. There's the gathering and then there's the arranging. And that's really important to spend time in both of those. It will make it easier down the road when you start to write. Before we dive in and start practicing planning, a quick note. We want to make sure that our planners do not have too much information on them. First, we need to have a planner. Writers who plan end up writing better. The research is very clear on that. But if we overplan, then we exhaust ourselves, and there's a tendency not to dress up your ideas when you go to the final write. So we want our planners to be just right, just enough information to hold the thought. Okay, so I'm going to show you now a way that you can practice making a planner. You can practice it a couple of times until you get the hang of it, and then you'll dive in and make your own actual planner for your piece of writing. So what we'll do is take this piece of writing, and we're going to go back in time and see what it might have looked like as an organizer. So I'm going to show you a way that you can create an organizer, and you can practice it before you actually write your own piece. So you want to start by writing Tide and drawing Tide yourself. Instead of going to get an existing graphic organizer, if you can make your own, then it's always easy to have them on hand, and it will just come naturally to always plan before you write. So you draw the organizer, and now remember, what I'm showing you is how to take this exemplar and backward map it to turn it into what it would have looked like when it was a planner before it was written. So first, the topic sentence said the mouse does not end up being so mousy. So not mousy would go in the T. Then my first ID, my first important evidence and detailed examination chunk, is all about the mouse being annoying and how he runs up and down the lion. And then I make meaning of that. How does that show he's annoying? Well, it must have bothered the lion. When you bother somebody, that's annoying. So you would go through the piece, pulling out all the big ideas in a backward way, just in order to practice making a planner. So you would do this for all the different big ideas, pull them all out, and then summarize the ending. That is how we can make a planner.